the icon Carl Weathers is no longer with us, and we know him from Rocky. We know him from Happy Gilmore. We know him from the newer Star Wars shows, Mandalorian. This guy has been around, and he recently passed at how old, Theo?
I want to say 73. Yeah.
76, 76.
Oh, 76. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Wow, man. Did you know he's from your neck of the woods, New Orleans?
Actually, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's from New Orleans, man. But yeah, Carl Weathers. What can't we say about him? It came to the forefront in our minds was Rocky, right? He played Apollo Creed, just the heavyweight champion of the world. He was the best foil for us, Sylvester Stallone's Rocky, because Rocky was this down his luck Italian guy trying to make it happen, and Apollo was bigger than life, right? He had to be grand, and he just sparkled. And he also was super in shape. And that was in the beginning where Sylvester Stallone was taking over Hollywood with these quote unquote physiques that were man made, but who
Yeah.
knows? Man made in a bottle. But anyway, so yeah, so Apollo Creed, man, he just popped off the screen to me with that. And of course, I always remember Rocky 3 where he didn't give up against Drago, right? And he, throw in the towel, don't throw in the towel. Then he went
Yeah.
down, and so to the point where now they create a whole with Michael B. Jordan, actor Michael B. Jordan, based on his characters. Just that he created iconic characters. When you look at the first three things they talk about is one of them is Rocky. What's the second one you think they talk about when it comes to Carl Weathers?
They talk about Predator comes up a lot.
Yeah, that's up there. That's up there. What are your thoughts on him and Predator, real quick?
He didn't die first, so
The black guy. I
shout out
just
to
you ever seen that meme though, where him and Arnold Schwarzenegger come up and they shake hands with their
yeah,
big old biceps? You
yeah.
son of a gun! So that's what I think about every time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's the big meme. Me and my son, we create that every day almost. So yeah, he was in Predator and then did Action Jackson, like the first
Right, right,
black
right.
mainstream. I think Vanity was in it. I think so. Yeah, let me look at the picture here. Yeah, Vanity. Yeah, she was in that. And for those who don't know, Sharon Stone. Wow, I know she was in that. Vanity was like the black princess, right? Everybody loved back in the day. And so those are pretty much the big things. But the one I was thinking about was Happy Gilmore. Remember, he made that comedy.
Yeah,
He was the Derek Chubbs Peterson, who was the his crazy kind of character that, and I guess he showed he was funny too. And that
yeah.
kind of opened my mind to him. It's, oh wow, he's not just this beefcake type of dude, but he can be funny as well. Because you remember he didn't have a hand. I think it was the
Yeah.
alligator ate it off. It's just crazy stuff, man. And
Shake my hand.
and then last but not least, the other thing they've been mentioning is Mandalorian, man. He
Yeah.
basically at near the end of his life, he basically was a Star Wars geek, man. Because not only did he was in it as Grief Karga, right? But he actually directed 2 episodes of the show. Man, he was living his best life. And matter of fact, one of his last roles, he was actually nominated for an Emmy Award. So it just goes to show you, man, even near you get older, you can still have a recreation of your life. And I just blew my mind that he was like still relevant in this day and age. It was pretty good as that role too. Like this, like an older version of Lando Calrissian, right? The swarmy type of politician guys with a little shady past. And he played that role pretty well. And he directed some of the episodes. So I thought he was gonna have a long future with inside the Star Wars universe, thanks to John Favreau and Dave Filoni. But, yeah, man, it was just sad to see him go, I mean, and all the things he's done, and I think definitely The Mandalorian was probably made, a lot of folks realize and he's done a tons of stuff all the way back to good times, right, back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's just he's just been around, like you said, for a long time.
I couldn't find what the cause of death was. If there was anything besides just
Yeah.
I hadn't heard anything about it coming up, that's why I'm asking. Like, or he's
Yeah.
sick, or he's old, or he won't be filming. But usually they throw out a little something like that, but I don't see anything on that. But I can tell
Yeah.
you, he definitely was working. I checked his IMDb.
Mhm.
Starting from 1973, he skips a year, and then in 1975 hits Good Times. 1975, Kung Fu. 1975, 1975, 1975, SWAT, The $6 Million Man, Cannon, Switch, Bronk, Friday,
Mhm.
Foster, McCloud, Most Wanted, Rocky, Starsky and Hutch, Barnaby Jones, Streets of San Francisco, 78, 79. He skips 80, 81, 82. Then it just keeps on going every year, like continually working. And I think this is a little bit of what Taraji P. Henson was talking about, how we get caught up in these situations where they just keep working. Sam Jackson is in that similar vein where they're of the mindset to just, hey, get in there, keep working, keep doing your thing. And I don't know if anybody's spoken on this, but it definitely seems like something black actors have to do a little more.
Right.
If they get into that sphere, that certain level, they just have to keep working. Otherwise, they could fall off.
Ooh, interesting.
I definitely think that's the case.
Hmm. Never thought of it like that. So, yeah, but kudos to him, man. And just, but I mean, he'll definitely go down as one of the iconic characters he created with Apollo Creed and then obviously his involvement with Star Wars. So he definitely will live on. Rest in power, Carl Weathers, for all the things you've done. So definitely was great.
Played the voice of Jax in Mortal Kombat 10. Huh.
There
Did
you
not
go.
know that. That's what I talk about when I say working.
And then I don't know if you remember, there's a show called Heat of the Night. He actually replaced the black guy that was in that. Heat of the Night was this the Heat of the Night was based on a movie, a 1967 movie about a black sheriff coming into a kind of almost racist town in the South. And he came in like the last season and took over for the previous black guy that was there. So in the last season. So yeah, he's always been around, done stuff. So yeah, kudos to him.
Yeah. And I hope this doesn't sound dark, but I'm going to use it as a segue.
Mhm.
It's not going to be too dark. But
Okay.
wouldn't it be interesting if you could go to a funeral with the Apple Vision Pro?
Okay.
I just thought about like celebrity funerals, and I remember the Michael Jackson funeral was a big, huge thing. Everybody lost their minds. Apple Vision Pro came out, and everybody was talking about all these different apps and augmented reality. And as a designer, I'm always like, hey, couldn't you do this? And wouldn't that be, man, a funeral? What if you got to walk up to Carl Weathers and just, that'd be weird. That'd be weird. Sorry.